We have already learned each organ is taking consuming seven vital substances and it's producing its own chi. So in TCM, if we say in cell of each organ, we'll take food via with the help of spleen, stomach, lung, liver, and heart. It's called as post chi. But how it's going? It's daily what we are taking food, water, and oxygen for living. All this will go to our cells only. Okay, this all travels through blood and body fluids. Okay, via blood and body fluids. Okay, so in order to do functions. Okay, that means cell is consuming the food from post chi. Okay, now this cell is structured, shape, function, everything is maintained through original chi. Okay, in order to form RNA or DNA of each organ cell or structure or shape, all those things are controlled by original chi only. That means even each organ is secreting some hormones. That hormones also controlled by original chi. That means in essence has to go from original chi. Command has to go from original chi to stem cells of that organ. Okay, that means after getting this post heaven and pre heaven essence or chi, we organ will generate its original energy called own chi. Okay, this own chi Onchi, each organ it has its own direction. For example, spleen always try to take the means absorb the food essence from the small intestine and then it goes upward to the lungs and heart. Same way, stomach after digestion, the food essence goes downward to the small intestine. Like that, each organ it has own chi with some direction. For example, heart chi and small intestine always goes down. Like lung and large intestine also always goes down. Okay, but kidney and liver alone has a different function. Now kidney has two direction. One is down. Actual own chi direction of kidney is downwards. But in order to support lung to grasp the chi, or like for example, if a person is breathing inside, person is breathing. Okay, that means lung should expand in order to receive that oxygen. That means diaphragm will be pressed. Lung will press the diaphragm, and that diaphragm will push. So that lung, what is there na, in order to expand this, kidney is sending its own chi. For example, how to say, kidney, this downward chi is there na, downward chi. This chi helps lungs to pull the diaphragm downside. That means if diaphragm is pulled downside means this oxygen, that this lungs will expand. If same way when a person is breathing out, that means kidney is pushing the, or lung. If you say here, lung will be pulling up the because lung is getting contracted. That means it will pull the diaphragm upward, so that it will absorb the chi from the kidney. Like way, see for example, this is a lung, kidney. When I am inhaling, inhaling is happening because of kidney, because kidney chi goes downward. Because when kidney chi is going downward, it will pull the entire diaphragm and lung down towards, so that oxygen will come inside and lungs will get dispersed, that is expand. Okay, when lung is going to pull out the breath outside, okay, that time this lungs will pull the kidney chi upward, so that diaphragm will go again, lungs organ will contract. So like that, lung and kidney is coordinating in the breathing. If a person is having problem in inhale, kidney is having problem. If person is having problem in exhale, lung is having problem. That means asthma patient, we need to check, or breathing trouble patient, we need to check whether it is a inhale or exhale. Inhale means kidney, inhale means kidney, out exhale means lung. Okay, like that we need to understand. So after that, kidney is having two direction. Like liver, liver also has so many direction. Why? Because I explained you, liver is the organ where absorbing all the blood from the external, like four limbs and from many organs, And what he is doing in night 11 to 3, it is mixing the nutrition essence, that's original chi, and hormones, vitamins and minerals. It is not only happening this time, every entire day of the body is happening this absorption, mixing the nutrition, sending it. But in 11 to 3 only, night 11 to 3 only, maximum in is penetrated in the blood. That means entire cells will get blood for nourishment in the rest only, because every time we are shaking the hand, we are doing some activity in the body, so cells always will be focused on the doing the activity, not in receiving the food. For that purpose only night sleep is more important. That's why I explained sleep about very well. So in this situation, what liver says, liver sends the blood, liver sends the chi in the all the direction to the all the organ. Liver is controlling chi direction of the all the organ. That means when there is a problem in liver, it will automatically stop the stomach chi or lung chi, or like we would have heard some message like lung invading spleen, lung invading stomach, sorry, liver invading spleen, liver invading stomach, liver invading the lung, like that, spleen, stomach, like that. So this is the problem. So liver has movement of all the direction. So now we are going to see for teeth, in the teeth there are four major channels and organs are involved. One is spleen, one is kidney, one is stomach, one is large intestine. So in now we are going to see the spleen. Spleen chi always goes upside, what we learned, correct? So spleen function is, generally, what is the spleen function? Spleen main function is not to absorb the food from the small intestine, send that food to lung, and lung will take the air, and this food and air will go to heart, and it will mix in the heart to not to produce chi, nutritive chi as well as blood. Correct? So sending ascent upward is called as a major function of spleen. Correct? So that means same way blood is also produced. Correct? So spleen is having metabolism capability. Spleen is the only organ doing metabolism, like a transform plus transportation the blood and body fluids. Okay, that means when there is a ascending of spleen chi, it always helps. Another one major type is lifting the organ in its own place and holding the blood in the blood vessels. This is two function where this ascending of spleen chi helps. Okay, so also it maintains the four limbs, always supplies energy to four limbs. It always open up in case of any problems in the spleen. It always tells in the mouth, lips. Okay. It controls saliva. It is control the releasing of chi. So all those things we studied. Okay. Now in spleen also houses the his own anma, that is soul. Okay. So this is TCM explanation. In Western, what spleen is doing? Spleen is removes the means identify the old aged RBC and damaged RBC, and it send the cell damaged RBC to, it is the find outing the RBC which is already old, aged as well as broken. It and external pathogens and unwanted microorganisms, it will send to liver. Liver will kill that unwanted microorganism, and it will break the RBC, red blood cells, break the red blood cells, abnormal cells. Okay, and it will take the required energy from the RBC, broken RBC, and it will send wastage balance. Okay, spleen can store some extra cup of blood where it helps whenever there is a trauma is happening. Immediately spleen only sends blood along with the WBC to particular area in order to inflame, form the inflammation and for curing purpose. And the second is it produces some hormones, like it produces, sorry, it's not hormone, it's a WBC cells. WBC raw material is produced at kidney, more, sorry, that is from bone marrow, but actual I say full characteristics of WBC is converted in the spleen only. That means this spleen only sending this WBC to entire body via lymphatic vessels, so that it can be able to fight against the immunity, that is infection. Okay, also it maintains the entire body with the proper fluid. And spleen is located in the left side abdomen with the 200 grams. Spleen always includes pancreas. Okay, so this spleen has its own chi, and it has upward direction. Okay, if this spleen chi is not moving upward, what are the problems will come? Because this symptom is more important to not identify from the patient. Poor appetite. Poor appetite means in 3 days, 3 times of a day, person able to skip one time meal. That is called poor appetite. Anytime we can tell I'm not having hungry, so I'm not having the food. Same way, person will tell tiredness. He will feel tiredness always. Whenever he eats, he feel very tired to sleep. Or whenever he is not eating, or say sometimes he tell I'm so tired, so that means spleen is having some issue. Also, loose stools. When a person is eating the food, loose stool means it's not a diarrhea. Okay, it is the between the diarrhea as well as normal stool, that is in between. That means food is digested in the stomach, and it directly comes to the small intestine to anus, because no absorption will be happened in this by the spleen. That's why loose stools comes out. That means spleen is having issue. They always have weak limbs. They will be telling either right leg or left leg, or overall two legs and two hands are having so tired, they are unable to move. Also, whenever they eat, now immediately they feel some abdomen, that is in the stomach area, they'll feel some distension, and they want to sleep immediately for some time after taking the food meals. Okay, these are the symptoms. When patient is telling, sir, I have these symptoms, means immediately we need to conclude spleen chi is having an issue. Okay, also chronic spleen chi deficiency will lead to organ prolapse, that is organ is moved from its original place. Okay, in order to correct this spleen chi, in order to retain or in order to make the spleen chi go upward, we will use this point as a major point. One is D20 Ren 12 plus Ren 6, so that spleen chi will go upward only. Okay, if spleen itself having a deficiency, then we need to add this point. Spleen has deficiency of blood and body fluids, we need to add this point. ST36 so means not blood and body fluids, it's a spleen chi, ST36 and SP6. And some of the patterns I have given, you can take the notes, and you can use it for your practice. Next organ is stomach. Stomach's major work is what? In our receiving the food from the mouth, that is first function. Second, secreting the hydrochloric acid, so that food will go inside the hydrochloric, it start itching the food, and it will start becoming a digestion, that is it become a liquid state of food, so that it can easily break down in the small intestine. Then this stomach will send this digested food to small intestine, downward direction. That is two function. One is receiving function, sending downward function, downward direction of digested food. Okay, this is the two main. Apart from this, stomach works with the spleen to not to transform food and fluids into the energy which nourishes the body. Stomach supports body immune health and expels the pathogen, because it is killing all the microorganism in the hydrochloric acid because of this acidic character. Then stomach is associated with the emotions, particularly worry and overthinking. That means if person is getting worry, surely they will be having stomach imbalance, so that they can affected severely of long time worry and overthinking, which can affect the stomach organ. Stomach western function is stomach will temporarily stores the food and liquid consumed during the meal. Digestion, stomach break down the food with hydrochloric acid and enzyme, mix it with the gastric juice. Acidic environment of stomach will kill bacteria and other microorganism. Then stomach muscles contracts and relax in the regular pattern to churn the food. That is it contracts, it is contract the muscles of the stomach, so that food can be digested properly. And also stomach secretes hormone to regulate its function. Mucus secretion, that is stomach secretes mucus to protect the line of the stomach, because this gastric juice or hydrochloric acid should not affect the wall of the stomach. That's why it's secretes the mucus, so the mucus can protect the stomach muscles from hydrochloric acid effect. Okay, in the stomach secretes substance called intrinsic factor, which is necessary for body to absorb vitamin B12. Okay, also stomach sends the composition of its content and sends this information to brain when which may influence eating behavior. Okay, now stomach, I told two function major function. One is stomach receiving function, stomach sending impure chi, that is stomach sends it downward to small intestine, send the food to small intestine. Okay, now what are major points? One is stomach is having any deficiency, we need to use ren 12 as a major point. If stomach chi is not going downward direction, we need to put this ren 10 point in order to go this downward direction. Please note on this, ren 12 is support stomach, and stomach chi is not going, in order to stomach chi is not going downward, we need to use ren 12 point to go downward direction. Okay, next organ is kidney. Kidney's major is kidney essence. Kidney essence is formed at the puberty age. Correct, we already studied. Kidney is responsible for bone, teeth, and hair. These are ear, all those things. Kidney is responsible. Means kidney only gives basic material to develop this entire teeth, bone, as well as ear, everything. Okay, sure, okay. Kidney is responsible for reproductive, that is all reproductive organs. Kidney is responsible for development and growth. Uh, so already we have just learned kidney produce bone marrow to fill the brain and spinal cord. That is marrow is supporting for development of brain and spinal cord. So kidney is major responsible for the willpower soul, which is stored in the kidney. And kidney is majorly supports for urine, semen, as well as vaginal fluids. So major kidney function Western is filtering the blood and taking out the wastage like urea, amino acids, unwanted wastages like proteins, carbohydrates, or which is not used by the body, which can be sent out as a urine. Second, balancing the complete water metabolism in the body as well as minerals in the blood. Also, kidney releases the hormone to help to regulate the blood pressure. Kidney produces the hormone like erythropoietin, which helps the body to create more RBC cells. Kidney produces cholesterol, a form of vitamin D that helps the body to absorb the calcium and settle down in the bone in order to have a strongest bone. Okay, kidney controls the pH of the blood. Kidney makes sure that sugar, if blood does not have enough. Kidney produces the protein called renin, which helps to increase the blood pressure in order to maintain the average blood pressure in the system. So if you take this kidney has two direction flow. One is downward, which is a major direction flow, main direction flow is downward, and it has also upward direction. That means if kidney chi fails to downward to the bladder, there may be a urinary retention, or if kidney chi fails to descend, this if not goes upward, it cannot grasp the lung chi, and this may cause breathlessness. In order to respect and in other aspects, kidney have ascending movement. In so far, kidney yang vaporizes the fluids and send the fluids to the lungs, so that lungs cannot suffer without fluid. If lungs is not having this vapor fluid which is not coming from the kidney, it may end up in the dryness, and person will experience a very dry cough when there is a kidney chi not ascends to the lungs. In order to stimulate this point, we need to understand this one second. If this kidney chi is not going downward, we need to use this REN4 acupuncture point, which to be tonified, so that kidney chi start going into one direction. Also, another important point for the kidney chi is DU4, which is major, and there is a backshoe point BL23 and BL22. Both are supporting the kidney. Also, there is certain functions like kidney essence nourishes the brain, kidney essence nourishes bone through bone marrow, and major point to stimulate kidney grasping. These are the patterns. You can take notes. See, DU4 is the only important point which directly in direct link with this BAVO, what I have explained in the previous slides. So this is the main function of kidney chi flow. So again, we'll just meet up in next class.